Hello everyone! Should I keep the hat on? On, off? I think on, my hair's really poofy. Glasses on, off. We'll keep them on even though I'm turning this. So I'm super hyped for this video. Hopefully, if you click this, you're like, what? Did Indigo Albie just call X brand a YouTuber brand? Did he just call Bare Knuckles a YouTube brand? Did he just call Staatsballett a YouTube brand? Well, I did in the title, but that was clickbait. That was just to get you to click on the video. That's what clickbait is. Okay, sorry, I had to adjust the camera a little bit to show off this sick tee. Shout out Allen's Tees, one of the best CDG archivists west of the Mississippi. So thank you for that. Shout out Alan, shout out Erica for that. And yeah, so I just wanted to sit down and talk a little bit about 4 brands that are somewhat similar in that they're all by someone who's on YouTube or has been on YouTube, and that's why I just call them YouTube brands, but they're really not. These are people who actually spend a lot of time working on their designs. It's probably a bigger job than their YouTube job, so it's not like YouTube merch. All these brands are like cut and sew. They have their own factories. They don't print on blanks, etc., etc., etc. But even though they have that point of similarity, they are pretty different when it comes to style, like the ethos, I guess, of the brand, the vibe of the brand, if you will. So first off, let me name these 4 brands. We have Bare Knuckles by Cole and Jacob, and in this case, I guess Jacob is the YouTube liaison. He used to do YouTube a while back. Then we have Colette Hyatt, which is by Owen Hyatt, who's recently started doing YouTube, I guess like less than a year ago. I really like his YouTube. It's super chill. I really like the way he talks and explains things. He's very like chill vibe. I think he has very interesting style as well. Then we have KLMNOPQRS. Alright, so R comes first. So we have Roning, which is by Magnus Roning, and he's a British YouTuber. He's definitely been doing YouTube for like 3-4 years probably, or at least that's how long like I've been kind of into him. And then we have Staatsballett by Avery and Kaylee, and both of them actually do YouTube. So first up, Bare Knuckles. They just released their 3rd collection, which was nuts. And this is by Cole, Jacob. They're from Portland, and I recently acquired some pieces from them from this 3rd collection, but then I also have pieces, or I've had pieces from their collection 2, I believe. And this, I would say, out of the 4 brands, it might be the brand that's the most like bold. It's definitely the most kind of out there in their cuts, in their materials. So they're pretty known for their sweater, and as you can see, this thing is absolutely massive. I believe the length is like 21 inches, and then it's super wide. Then it has the like distressed top, as you can see. I also have these like nylon shorts from them with tons of pockets. That's still in the bag because I'm supposed to open that. So that's still in the bag because I was supposed to open those for my birthday, but I'm super impatient, as you all already know. So I just opened it, but I'm still like not like fully wearing it because I think I'm gonna like reopen it on my birthday and then start wearing it. Who knows? I'll definitely be doing a video about that soon though, about those pieces. But yeah, as I was saying, Bare Knuckles is definitely the most bold in the styles. It's definitely not for everyone in my opinion. The sweater I just showed fits super cropped. Some people might think it's like too cropped. It might look like feminine. The sleeves are long. They're denim, last season was very, very skinny. Their denim jacket is super short and cropped. So it's definitely a brand that's not for everyone, but I think out of the four, it might be the one that's the most unique and the most out there. It's also price-wise the most expensive. So that sweater is $380, which is definitely, like, not like high fashion prices, because I guess that would be like around the 800 mark, but it's definitely pricey. $380 for a sweater. You can probably get like a sweater from a high fashion brand on sale for that price. I got a CK205 sweater for like $340. So you can definitely find high-end pieces for that price, but as I said, the cuts, the quality, they're on point. Like, if you like it, it's worth it, because you might not find like sweater, like pieces of this style out there. I know, like, I haven't. Like this sweater, yeah, you could go for the undercover cropped jumper sweatshirt from like fall winter 17, I think, spring summer 17, somewhere around there. You could go for that, but that's just a sweatshirt. Like, this is a 30% cashmere, 70% wool blend, and with that cut, which I feel like adds this whole dimension. Then we have Colette Hyatt. Out of the four brands, this is definitely the newest one, and the one that's hardest to kind of say like where it's going, just because Owen just released the first collection, and it just consisted of two hoodies, or like one hoodie in two colorways, one sweater with the same graphic, both of them, some pants, and a bag and a hat. I believe that's it. So like very small. Obviously for a first collection, that's great, but it's hard to kind of judge the whole vibe, the whole ethos of that brand when we've just seen one collection. I think once we see collection 2, we'll see where Owen wants to take that brand. But so far, what I can say is I really like this brand. I picked up the hoodie from them, and I could not be more satisfied with the quality. I picked up it's this brown hoodie, kind of pretty short on body, with distressing all over the hems, and then it has this cool, unique kind of, this got ripped in a way, but it's like super well like finished and stuff, so it's not gonna go like crazy on you. And I just thought this was unique, very well executed. That's a thing about Owen. I feel like he's a perfectionist. I don't know him personally, but from what I can understand from his channel and from what he does and says, it seems to me like he won't release anything if he's not 100% happy with it. And you can tell this sweater, like, work's been put in. The cut's on point, the graphics on point, the distressing's good, but most importantly, that thing is soft, really soft. The pants were very cool. So if you hadn't seen those, they have these like long drawstrings, but the highlight is definitely the straps. So behind the leg, below the knee, it has two straps on each leg with Velcro, so you can kind of tighten it or not. I think it looks really bad if you tighten it. It just kind of bunches up, but just the detail of having that is really cool to me. It's kind of similar to like a League's or even older Raf, like bondage pants, without being so extreme. But you still get a little bit of that idea in there, but it's definitely very wearable. Then we'll go on to Roning. So Roning is a brand that I'm kind of conflicted on. The first couple of collections I really liked. It was very simple. It was just basics, right? So it was like hoodies and sweatshirts that had these like vibrant, simple colors: red, blue, yellow. Then he released like a dark green and rust. There's a black. So just super simple pieces with his little logo, which I liked at first. They're like $90, which is kind of expensive for such a simple hoodie, but the fit, the material was good. I always feel like supporting someone that you enjoy their content is good as well. But then, in my opinion, the brand, what I don't like about Ronin is exactly what I like about Bare Knuckles. So Bare Knuckles will be uncompromising in their styles. So as I said, it's super bold, and if you don't like it, you won't like it. But they're gonna stick with it because that's what Jacob and what Cole want to wear. That's the pieces that they can't find anywhere else. So they're like, okay, we'll just make that. But in my opinion, Ronin and Magnus, he's just making pieces that he thinks might be like appealing, very like kind of trend based in my opinion, even though it's not like trendy. Sorry for the interruption. I was just on Instagram while I was editing this, and I saw that he's dropping like tie-dye crew necks and shorts tomorrow, which to me is very kind of like follows what I'm saying here, is that it's very trendy. He can like tie-dye, whatever, it's fine, but he wouldn't have released tie-dye like a year ago, you know? Like, it just these very, like the paisley and the tie-dye are super in the moment trends right now, the shorts. And to me, that just kind of like, not selling out, but it's just not being very authentic. Sorry for the pause, but yeah, just wanted to insert that, yes, I think it's very trendy. I just saw that he's releasing these like unicolor tie-dye things. There's nothing more trendy than that right now. For example, in this latest release, he released like paisley jackets, which have nothing to do with what he's released in the past, and are just now popping because of these like I guess they're Visvim or Capital. I think they're Capital, never mind. Because of the Capital bandana stuff, which has obviously a paisley print. So to me it's like, I don't know, it just seems like he's releasing stuff because he thinks it will sell and not because it's like so true to him. The first collections were definitely true to him, but to have a brand, you need to be, in my opinion, a little bit more original than just simple basics that fit well, because a bunch of established brands already do that. So that's what I was thinking about, right? So an Essentials hoodie, Essentials, if you don't know, is the like diffusion label for Fear God, will run you about like $70, $90, which is the same price range as the Ronin stuff, but it has the whole Fear God name behind it, and it fits pretty much the same, right? So you can't start a brand and think you'll make a name for yourself just making basics. And now that he's gone off of that, which is good, he's gone to stuff that, in my opinion, doesn't really feel authentic to him. And the paisley jacket being the best example of that, but then the dusty pink pieces and that kind of stuff. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but it's compared to these other brands, to Bare Knuckles and Colette Hyatt, and as we'll see, Staatsballett, you can't compare it, period. Like, those brands have a real ethos, they have a real design language, design philosophy behind them. And even though they're small and they're just starting out, they're putting all their marbles in that basket. Is that even the expression? Who knows? But they're putting their bets on that style, and they know that, the people that like it will buy it, those who don't, whatever. But to me, Ronin is just trying too hard to be liked, regardless if that implies and leads him to places where he would personally not really have gone originally, if that makes sense. So that's enough of a rant. Don't take it as a rant. It's just a brand that I like. I have 5 pieces from them, and it's just a little bit disappointing, I guess, that it's become pretty stale in my opinion. Finally, Staatsballett. I won't talk too much about this because I have a huge, very comprehensive Staatsballett review and discussion in my previous video where I unboxed pretty much all of their collection too. I was missing the jewelry, the long sleeve, the shorts, but that's about it. So a lot of it is unboxed there, and I talk about in detail what I think. But very quickly to fit into this video, I think that they have an aesthetic that's pretty unique. And why I hesitate there is because Collection 1 is very different from Collection 2. And that could mean two things. Because they are like a year and a half apart, it's probably just that their personal preferences have shifted from a more kind of slightly grunge punk in a way, but hard to describe it as that, but elegant punk in a way, grunge aesthetic, to now a very kind of like rustic California kind of relaxed, meditated vibe that they have going on now, mixed with like Midwest, like 1800s Oregon Trail kind of stuff. It's a weird vibe, but it's definitely very different from Collection 1, but I don't think it comes from a place of trend. It just comes from a place of, oh, it's been a year and a half since that. Our personal styles and our personal preferences have shifted, so we're gonna adapt. And I think that's good. I think also to verify that, you can just see that they're sticking to their guns when it comes to the sustainability thing. It's definitely not easy to find fabrics and factories that kind of go along with your sustainability standards, but they're putting in the work just to do that. So to me, that is already enough of a brand identity, whereas their collections don't have to always stick to the same kind of vibe or style, if you will. Yeah. Sorry this video is long and like kind of ranty. I guess whoever's interested will be interested, whatever. I just wanted to speak my mind on these 4 brands that have this like one thing in common, that they're started by people who are on this platform, but they're actually super different. But all 4 of them, regardless of my qualms with one or the other, all 4 of them, I would say, have people behind them who are definitely bare knuckles, Colette, and Staatsballett for sure. They have people behind them who are putting in the work, and it's definitely not YouTube merch. And they're pricey, they're pretty pricey. All of these will charge like way above your fast fashion, way above your merch, slightly below high street, but in this kind of strange space of like $100 t-shirts, $150 hoodies, $200 pants, upwards from that maybe. But they're in this strange space that I don't think many brands are in. But I definitely think it's special. They have something unique, and it's that they're making high quality, unique garments that feel like they could be from a high fashion company, but then you have this very direct contact with the people making it, and I think that's what makes it special, right? So like, you see the design process from zero to when it's finished. You can contact them. You can, tell them, oh, that's sick. That's not so sick. I guess you wouldn't do that, but... And they'll reply, and although that's kind of frivolous, probably from my part, I think that it's really cool that people who aren't so far, in my opinion, like, they're regular people, could be anyone, have just like doubled down on this like passion of clothing and have just started making it their own, right? So I think that's really cool, and I'm really excited to see their progress. Mostly bare knuckles, they seem like they got the train started and it's going. I'm excited to see their future collections, but I can expect that they'll be good. Same goes for Staatsballett. I'm excited to see if the third collection really deviates from the second, or if it kind of goes deeper into this rustic aesthetic. And then I'm really excited to see where Colette Hyatt goes. I want to see, and I expect him to go a lot deeper, to have fuller collections. And yeah, so that's my video for today. Sorry if it's a little long and it's just kind of discussion based, but hopefully you found it interesting. I just kind of wanted to speak my mind. Let me know in the comments if you disagree, if you agree, if you have any questions. I guess just to kind of start a conversation, if you have any other brands similar to these that you could point out that falls into this kind of small production, small batches of high quality stuff with unique designs. That's how I would put it in a nutshell. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. I have a bare knuckles unboxing coming soon. Issei Miyake Om Plissé straight from Japan unboxing coming soon. Maybe a sneaker collection. I just got these sick jeans. They look terrible like that. I don't know, they look sick in my opinion. I just got those, so maybe you'll see those in like a shoe collection. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. And then I'm planning on making like a CDG video. I have some CDG pieces. Not a lot, nothing crazy, no Homme Plus. Did he just say Homme Plus? It's Homme Plus. Jeez. Yeah, I don't have any of those pieces, so it's not like pieces. They're just clothes. But just to kind of, I guess, talk about CDG a little bit and what I think about it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.